Can y'all hear me? I do not know what happened. Oh, we're likely already in use. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, wait, we're back. Maybe? Okay, we're back. Okay. Wait. I think stream chat's broken. Okay. Time for me to get everything back and set up. Oh, wait, we're connecting to chat? Did it finally work again? Are we back? Alright, it says welcome to the chat room. You look naked without your goggles. We're back. We're back. Sorry about that. That was very, very strange. My internet crapped out and died. But we have returned. Starky escaped the jar of internet issues. Your chat box isn't updating. Okay, let me go ahead and restart fucking Stream Elements or refresh it. All right, that should hopefully have fixed it. We're back. Hopefully, I didn't miss too much. Internet tubes are just a series of open jars. Hopefully, I didn't miss too much from chat. I'm sure you guys were just continuing to talk about jars, so I guess, like, you know, I have security in that at least. I gotta also make sure You know what I renounce jars for the holy power of the box? Okay, interesting. Go and grab some buzz wax. Yeah, no, sorry about that, because unfortunately I could reasonably stream at a higher like resolution. However, I'm very much limited by my ISP, which sucks because my ISP is is just absolute dog shit, unfortunately. If you drop a jar, it shatters. However, the box is more durable. What state do you think has the best jars? I can't imagine that it matters that much. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I imagine that regardless of the state you live in, they have the same jars. Like, I imagine... Wait, did my box transform break? Wait, did you try and redeem the box? Because the box should be disabled. the PNGTF should be disabled. What stage of grief are you in from all these jar comments? I think acceptance? I think? It's hard to tell. Oh, that explains it. Told me it was working, but then it wasn't available. It went unavailable. Yeah, it should be disabled. Maybe it was because, like, I just restarted upstream. If it took the points from me, I can go ahead and try and refund that. That should not have done that. For new Starky, I'm free for the next 11 days. Hell yeah. I gotta just do whatever, do whatever you want. Just vibe. Live your best life. Okay. Excellent. You provide me wild honey. Tastes great in tea or in a shameful handfuls when no one's looking. Am I supposed to go to Disneyland, but I have to wait until Tuesday to do that now? Do whatever you want. That includes putting whatever you want in jars, boxes or jars. Live your best jar-oriented life, I guess. if that's what gets you up in the morning, go jar whatever the fuck you want. I can't tell I spent too many points to remember. Or you can let your emotions become a jar. I think that's... I don't know how the fuck to interpret that. I feel like no matter the way I interpret it, I probably, like, my therapist would be disappointed and say no. My cat Barracuda insists on saying hello to stream by insisting on being in my lap. Everyone say hi to him, please. Hi, Barracuda. We appreciate cats here, even if they are little goblin creatures. I've never had cats, however, I've recently started hanging out with some IRL friends a lot, and they have cats. And I never realized just the degree to which cats have not a single working brain cell. Cats are some of the absolute dumbest creatures, and I love them. I'm also looking for more fruit so I can pop the honey largo. Honey gorgo? Oh, I think it's... I never fucking remember with this game. It's Gordo and Largo. I think Gordo means fat, so... It's a fucking tar party up in here. Let's go. Why people... Tar taco night. I have 4 cats and all their names are champions the amount of brain cells they have. Barracuda specifically fully capitalizing. Fiberglass ham sandwich and lampshade. There's a mall near me that has a cat cafe, $20 an hour to cat. I love cats. Unfortunately, I am allergic. I want to have a cat though, so I'm tempted to see if I can get like one of those shots that apparently helps manage allergies. That way I can have a cat, because they're so cute and so goofy. They're such creatures. Alright, what's over here? Anything? Oh, more death. Excellent. Wow, there's a lot more death over here. We got Tars and angry chonks. Do cats enjoy white people taco night? I like to think so. I'm trying to think if there's anything that would be in like a traditional taco mix that you probably shouldn't give to cats. I think there's probably like a garlic and onion powder in it, unfortunately, so you probably can't give them like taco meat to cats without them getting upset, like their tummy being broken. Can't get these anywhere. Our allergy shots are good. There's also special cat food that reduces the amount of allergens they shed. Interesting. Some cats like cheese. Oh, then feed the cats cheese. Cats, you know, cheesify the cat. Cats can't enjoy white people taco night, which is sad. The confident assertion that cats cannot enjoy white people taco night. These are the reasons I stream. Most cats are allergic to dairy. That is fair. That's about to become one of the big chunks, the Tars. Moondew nectar, very sweet but very sticky. Handle with care. Let's make sure cats can have garlic. Not great for them in large amounts, but yeah. Favored by flutter slime. Can't be planted in a garden. Only fed to slimes. That's why the flutter slimes are so fucking annoying. But I gotta crossbreed them with slimes that are less annoying. Yep, liquefied. Oh, never mind. Onions and garlics are toxic as heck to cats. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that both onions and garlic, like the cats, cats are not supposed to have them. I never had any near them, so I never looked it up. Okay. Yeah. Be careful with human foods and animals. Unfortunately, a lot of animals do not handle human foods nearly as well as humans do, and humans can't even handle human foods really well at times. Horizon wishes I could eat red meat, but it makes my tummy upset. Must engineer a way to make tacos that are safe, that cats are safe for wine. What is this? Hello, what is happening? Fucking drugs are kicking in? Hello? Humans have a shockingly hardy immune systems? Oh, for sure. It is pretty fucking hard to kill humans. That's like of all the stereotypes are like, oh, humans, you know, humans do XYZ thing. Humans being the fucking, like, impossible to stop Terminators, I think is the most accurate, like, horror scenario for, like why humans would be scary to alien races. We just survive shit that, like, by all rights, like, because the weird thing is, like, with animals, a lot of times, like, oh, the stereotype of, like, oh, the horse broke its leg. Like, we have to put the horse out of its misery. It's not because, like, the horse isn't useful anymore, it's because a lot of the times the horses will just die. Because they're, you know, they're basically like, you know, they're the kind of animal that exists by running. So if they can't run, they just assume that they're gonna get, yeah. I love the humans are space orcs writing prompts so much. People like to imagine the fantasy worlds would be elves, but we're really space orcs. We really are. Extremely hardy, pretty dumb, and yeah, that's what we got going for us. It's also cool because, like, if you look at like, you know, bacteria and, like, you know, their ability to resist heat, like the average human temperature of, like, I think it's 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, that's the stuff that, like, that kills something like 90% of, like, bacteria and like 90% of bacteria and, like, oh shoot, what's the term for it? Like, you know, not fungal, but like the things that invade parasites. That's the word. Orcs do not invent capitalism, though, so in many ways orcs are smarter than us. You know, you're not wrong. The real advantage is real strong social ties. We take care of each other, generally, when they cannot care for themselves. Yeah. That's definitely one of humans' evolutionarily stronger traits. I got distracted. So like the body temperature that humans operate on is like exactly enough to get through like to kill 90% of the things like microorganisms that would fuck with us. And in order to kill the remaining 10%, you need to like start jumping up by like orders of magnitude. Like so it's like we are exactly as hot as we need to be to like not die to horrible like microorganisms. Ooh, tank liner. Excellent. Allow me to keep more stuff in my tanks. Let's take care of things so well. We do things like make wine for cats to enjoy, for example, and also take care of cats. It's funny because cats basically, it's really funny because if I remember right, cats more or less domesticated themselves. They just showed up because there were rats around. Like rats tend to, you know, hang around humans because we you know, we concentrate food. And then because of that, cats started showing up, and they just weren't afraid of us. So we're like, okay, sure. It's one of those things where like my friend has joked about the cat. Like I know the reason it's a joke is because there is truth behind it. But the cat distribution system, where like the like, oh, you know, you just get a cat. The cat shows up at your doorstep. That's your cat now. Cats just decided we're friends now. Basically, it's actually kind of really cool to think about that they're just like that there was evolutionary advantageous for this just random small creature to be extremely friendly to everything. Cat's your mine now. And the reason I'm hesitant to joke about it is because my friend has said that the cat distribution system listens, and it will fucking know if I make jokes at its expense and then trap me with like the cat will show up on my doorstep. It's like, it's not like I don't want a cat, but also like I feel like I would struggle a little bit to take care of a cat right now. Like to call cats pussy cats. Welcome on, Dutch. Glad to have you. Heckin' love Slime Rancher. Welcome on in. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Let me go and shut up for Dutch Hund. You love Slime Rancher so much you even have the slime emote. This is bouncy slime. But also, I love this game too. Time for me to figure out where the fuck I am. Oh, here it is. Perfect. I know exactly where I am at. Cat is rapidly approaching your location. As we speak, the cat is approaching my location. The cat distribution system has demanded it. You shout, no problem. We got hit by the cat distribution system. Now I tend to a gremlin named Pickle Chip the Third of Chipple Dip. That's a great name. Cats are not fully domesticated. They're not uncommon to be able to go free into the wild without severe issues. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. That's why you get like feral cats. Cats are creatures though, and I love them. I do want to have a cat at some point. Hop, you fuck. Okay, perfect. What's in here? I can do with a little extra. Language is so chill and relaxing. It's also why we don't let them outside. Oh, for sure. You know, PSA: do not let your cats. Do not let them outside. You know, it's cute, but also like you're putting the cat in danger, and also you're messing with the local ecosystem. You know, because it's something like cats are the biggest threat to like multiple bird species. Yeah, you can put the cat on a leash. The cat's not gonna be happy about it, but like, the cat, you know, I imagine the cat would be even less happy if like it got hit by a car trying to chase a bird or whatever. On Instagram Reels, people have misspelled cats to cars, so now everyone on my Instagram Reel comments just calls them cars. That's is that an autocorrect issue? That seems like such a strange autocorrect issue. I would argue people talk about cats way more than they talk about cars, but then again, I am a furry, so... I'm also a furry that is not into car talks, which is, you know, extra damning for me. Cats can be trained to enjoy harnesses and leashes with patience and things they love. Early socialization helps a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta socialize your cats. Which is why, like, I'm so glad, because, you know, like I said, my friends that I hang out with are, like, that's my first general socialization with cats. I don't really interact with them a whole lot, and their cats are super duper well socialized, so I can just pick them up, and they don't try and claw me. And, like, I, you know, give them pats and whatever, and they're just really, really friendly. The kind of cats that will just hop in your lap. I have so many people trying to tell me to let my cat be an outside cat, absolutely not going to happen. There's just no real upside to it. Are there any new slimes in SR2? Yes. I'm actually trying to find a plort from one of them. The flutter slimes are cool, but also incredibly annoying because you can't actually like farm their preferred food. You have to find it in nature. I'm trying to think of honey slimes were in SR1. There's bunny slimes. Okay, actually, there's a Slimepedia, isn't there? Slimes. Bat slimes are new. Angler slimes, flutter slimes, gold slimes are back. We got, yeah. There's a couple other slimes I haven't run into yet. My favorite's the puddle slime. It's all melty and blushy, so cute. Well, if they're blushy, you put too many in, and they're not gonna produce puddle plort. So they are adorable though. They unfortunately they only form polycules of 4, which honestly though I completely understand. There's an egg slime. My mom had a cat that kept getting outside. Sadly, snow hit that night, and we never saw him again. Yeah, that's it. Just, you know, I appreciate the care that goes into taking care of a cat, but also like, you gotta make sure your cat is safe. Like, I know you're like, okay, the cat wants to be free, but also you gotta balance that against the cat's safety. Because, well, again, cats are idiots. Like, cats are kind of dumb creatures. They don't really, you know, have long-term planning skills. So they're in survival situations, they're not necessarily going to do particularly well. You gotta just be mindful of them. You'll find it randomly, lucky in your bird nest, and then you can put him in your bird nest where he makes him happier. Interesting. Can one of you guys give me a plort? Ah, perfect. Flutter plort. That's why. So if you want to ranch these guys, you need to crossbreed them with another slime that you can actually farm their food. Cats are idiots with no long-term planning skills. Am I a cat? Like, okay, when I say no long-term planning skills, I mean like there's no conceptualization of time with cats apparently. So like if like cats can't conceptualize time, so they do not think beyond literally the instant that they exist in. Cats are just cats think all cats are just big cats. I'm having We made jar not a word, and now cats is very quickly becoming not a word as well. I guess I gotta keep an eye out for egg slimes. All right, all other animals are just cats. I will explain why I love the like brown bear cat situation, where like brown bears are like, because they're big creatures, they're like, okay, if this thing is running at me, it's probably got some fucked up shit going on with it. I'm just running away. Pokemon Feel Sponge, glad to have you. Dash boot module, perfect. Like if you're a fucking black bear and you see this goblin thing running at you at fucking Mach 5, you're probably gonna assume it's got some way to fuck you up. So the black bear is just a run. Cats have a hard time conceptualizing their limbs as part of you because you're so much larger than them. That's interesting. You're either a cat or a prey animal to a cat. Who would you put in a cat? You may now check off a vor from your furry bingo card. Where's the area? Somewhere fucking around here. That is friend torsos, maybe friend hands are friend question mark, feet are evil. Exactly, feet wiggle, they writhe. You wouldn't download a cat? Says you. Are you kidding me? I'd download the fuck out of a cat. So I'd be like, this cat, this is mine now. Downloads it. Also, like, it's funny how poorly the, like, you wouldn't download a car thing has aged. Now that we live in a world where people are just casually throwing away intellectual property for tax reasons. It's like, you know, if I wouldn't, fuck you downloads a car, exactly. Because it's like, oh, you know, you wouldn't download a car. I would download a car if that car was about to be fucking violently detonated for no reason other than tax write-offs. I would in fact download that car. Heck, you download your car. That is a power move, though. So many beehives around here. The bees really love this area. Honestly, I don't blame them. This is kind of a nice area to live. Where am I going? Oh wait, I think maybe it was behind the... Was it behind the honey? I think it was behind this honey slime. I remember when that CEO was doing a speech at a college graduation and everyone booed him the entire time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Our generation just does not give a single fuck about rich people anymore, and I'm kind of here for it. Rich people suck. Would you download a pussy car? Unfortunately, I am homosexual, so no. That's a joke. That is a joke. Honestly, though, because it's weird for me, because I say homosexual, but, like, it's more just, like, I'm attracted to masculine, like, secondary traits. You know, muscles, like, facial hair and body hair. And I'm not, have you ever played Graveyard Keeper? I have not. Being a billionaire is a moral failing no matter how it's looked at. Oh, for sure. It's like I'm not married to the peni. I'm here for the man. The man. Okay. This should go in you, right? Hello? Is this not the right one? I'm gonna lose my mind. I think you'd vibe with Graveyard Keeper. It's like a spoopy Stardew Valley. Interesting. You're supposed to, like, unlock, you know? Fuck it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe this has changed. Get in the fucking... Get in there. We'll continue to bug the Starky telling him he's cute until he gets it. I swear to Christ. In front of my salad. Stop! You almost made me drop my croissant! Also, it's not a flutter, that's a lightning bug. Look at the eyes. So, okay, so I need phosphor plorts. Well, the good news is I'm about to have a fucking, about to get a source of that real quick, because it's nighttime is... Oh, okay, I guess you're right. I just assumed it was flutter. Well, this is easier to handle, actually. Okay, time for me to find some phosphor plorts around. They gotta be around here somewhere. Nope, just oops all honey and rabbits. I'm getting tired, but I'll be lurking for sure. Go take care of yourself. Go rest up. Okay, there's one. There's gotta be another one around here somewhere. Are you? Nope. Maybe you? No. Okay. Eat something. Grabs the slime, force feeds it a food it does not consume. Nope. I need the Q-berry. Okay. Give. Perfect. Now we see the wild Snarky Morbius presenting Bao tendencies of harvesting high for sustenance. Listen, I did get a bear version of Starky drawn, and the pun for that one is that he is honey morph. So you're not wrong. Also, honey's just good. Okay. Okay, I just can't aim for shit. That probably opens you up. Which I do not... Okay, sure. Honey is nice for tea. It's also, yeah, it's really nice for... If you do any amount of voice work. Honey and tea is real good for helping soothe the throat after you do horrible mistakes. So just do the Macho Man Randy Savage voice for an extended period of time. Yeah, brother. I like to think that the impression is genuinely pretty good, but it definitely fucks up my throat. Black Coke is also nice. Okay, genuinely unpopular opinion, but I also kind of agree with you. There is something nice about a flat Coke. I know that's because I know there are people that they're like, oh, Gio, it's flat. Where I'm just like, a nice flat room temperature Coke is shockingly good. Okay, you lost me at you lost me at room temperature. That's where that's where you've lost me. I appreciate a good flat Coke, but room temperature is like, okay, well. Okay, what does this unlock? For general consumption, I prefer cold, but for like a concert or something, room temperature is soothing. But if you only want the flat, a third bottle of Coke I threw away today, it's in my trash bin. No, I swear to God. I'm not here to drink someone's flat soda. But also, like, if I'm presented with a flat soda that they're like, yeah, something went wrong at the soda factory and the soda came out flat, I'm like, okay, I'd still drink it. Some good mustard coffee. Oh God, that sounds disgusting. I had coffee. So like, my brother-in-law got me and my dad and my brother coffee from this like one place. It's like Black Rifle Coffee or whatever. And one of the coffees was it was like described as having a hint of lemon. And we prepped it, and it was like someone poured pure fucking lemon juice into coffee, and it was the most vile, disgusting coffee I've ever had. It was real bad. Do not put lemon juice in your coffee. I have to imagine the same thing could be said about putting mustard in your coffee. Hunter slime. Never mind the rabbits. Have you seen any chickens? Okay, so we are kidnapping a bunch of hunter slimes. We'll figure out what to pair you with later. Turkey, if you made your own coffee, would it be coffee? Alright, time to go make my own coffee brand. Be right back. I'm definitely not stealing anything. They took all the lemon from LaCroix. I mean, crows are carrion birds. Yummy, yummy. Food that has been left out. You know what? It's not food that's been left out. It's food someone else made. The best food is food someone else made. That's also good. Anyone else like putting ketchup in their Bloody Marys, like a nice big squirt of ketchup to add the flavor? I've never had a Bloody Mary. No, it would be guaffy. Guaffy. Welcome on, Kronos. Glad to have you. We're currently talking about coffee, I guess. I do like the idea of guaffy brand coffee. Oh, I'm filled up on... Okay. Don't mind me kidnapping this. I need to kidnap a couple more of them. Alternatively, I could find something that... Some tea with a fat glob of curdled milk? Oh, that sounds vile. I'm gonna grab some moon dew nectar because we gotta get that for the fucking. This might like this Flutter Gordo or whatever might be the single most annoying Gordo in both of these games combined, because you can only feed it moon dew nectar, and the moon dew nectar is very time gated. Anyone like putting tea bags in their coffee to get the best of both worlds? That sounds like a way to over-caffeinate, and I'm actually kind of here for it. I would give it a try. I'm trying to think of like what's the worst thing that you can do to a cup of coffee? Let it become lukewarm. To be fair, I'm definitely the kind of bitch where I'm like, I want my coffee iced just so I can drink it as fast as possible. If the coffee lasts longer than 30 seconds, it was served to be too hot. It's like I'm here for the caffeine. I'm not here for the coffee. I'm here for that boozy shit. Keep an eye out for any more of those locations where there might be the moon dew or whatever. Fuck! Fuck! Where the hell am I? How did we get here? How did this happen? I treat coffee like wine. It will last like 6 hours. Because I remember, because there's something about like the coffee, like as the coffee cools, it starts losing all of like the, like it starts just tasting like coffee and loses all the whatever important notes or whatever. I should have made a cup of coffee. I drank it over the course of a day, so I feel that. Like I'm here for caffeination. I do not care for your fancy coffee. Make it cold, put it into my body. preferably through the mouth. I ain't here for coffee enemas. Oh, that's weirdly fucking reawakened a memory, because I definitely have like core memories of like having coffee enema talks. I don't know why. It was definitely when I was super young that like my older siblings would talk about that, and I'm like, I don't get it. Piping hot coffee enema. It'll clean you out like fucking nothing else. There'll be nothing left. Thanks, I hate this. I feel like if you taglined anything as "there will be nothing left," that's like the single most threatening thing you can do. Like that's Honey Nut Cheerios, there will be nothing left. Elephant the elephant, there will be nothing left. Anything you tagline with that becomes fucking horrifying. Honey Nut, nut. Frozen recorder fun, there will be nothing left. Oh my god.
Nut.
No, not the nut.
Nut.
Stop with the nut.
Nut.
It's too many nuts.
Nut.
You presented me with too many nuts. Top 10 things to say to your significant other. Nut, 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 nut. Trix yogurt, there will be nothing left. Trix yogurt, there will be nothing. There will be nut kids left. The Trix rabbit's fucking lost it. He's going after the children now. Jars, there'll be nothing left outside of the jars. I can nut all I want. To be fair, there is a quote somewhere deep in my fucking quote pile that is, "You may nut as much as you please."
The balls harden.
And apparently you can also make the balls harden. The balls harden. And if any of you are wondering what the button press does, it's basically just a stupid internet video gotcha. Congrats, Kronos, on making the balls harden. I'm sure your parents are so proud. that sounds so much meaner than I meant it to be. Oh my god. Anyways, Starky, I got a little cute ceramic dragon bell. That sounds adorable. Where the fuck am I? I need to go home. Where am I? Okay, so that's like rock. Judging from today's anime with Alvin, that's edible. Any noises? Try wearing a mask. I think I remember exactly what the fucking what that was about. God, Outer Wilds was a fucking stream and a half. I need to find something with the same like. There's actually a game that I was I got like recommended to me from TikTok that like it gives me serious like Outer Wilds vibes where it's like you're trapped in a time loop. Okay, where the fuck am I? The cute little guy? We appreciate cute little guys. I'm just a little guy. You wouldn't punch a little guy on his birthday, would you? I hated that USED hot coffee enema is something. Used hot coffee enema is something that was entered and exited my brain. Yeah, no, that is entirely reasonable to hate, but also you've inflicted that on the rest of us, therefore you must perish. You did this. I reused the coffee enema. Christ. Do you think God too stays in heaven? Do you think God stays in heaven because he too is afraid of what he's created? That's my favorite. I definitely lost my mind when I realized that was a fucking quote from Spy Kids 2 of all goddamn movies. You drink that used coffee and it will kept in a jar for 2 weeks. That's just some truly advanced and terrible toilet wine. Like, toilet wine. Why would you do that? I'm gonna name him Papa Dirk. Not really Papa Mud, it's better as Papa Moth. We Moth Papa. He becomes Moth. Nar. Pokemon Ocean, I'm glad to have you. The conversation has devolved. Horribly. There is no saving us. None of us will see the gates of heaven. At least we're past the jars. We did make it past the jars. We have that going for us. Alright, time for me to... We won't get past the gates of heaven, but we got past the jars. Alright, what is this? Okay, interesting. I'm gonna make these slimes phase real fucking bad. Because they are just, you guys are just gonna have to sit here for like a while until I figure out what I'm crossbreeding you with. Heaven is kind of like a jar if you think about it. No, but please, do explain. Do explain how heaven is like a jar. That would be invaluable information. The death coffee cake reminds me of the coffee and... That's right, I remember now what we were talking about before we got raided by Papa. We were talking about the fucking death lemonade that apparently, oh fuck, what was it? Apparently someplace made death lemonade that has as much caffeine as a fucking energy drink, and you can get multiple free refills. Death coffee cake reminds me of the coffee anime we watched on Papa streams. You fucking watched a coffee enema? Papa watched a fucking coffee enema? Hello? When did this happen, and also why? Panera Bread did it. That's it. We need more proof that Panera Bread is absolute fucking garbage. Oh, for sure. Just go to like any local cafe. Don't get. We are in a world now where there's no fucking reason to ever get like brand name anything. Just go local. Be real shame if a mod were to turn those early clips into quotes for the bot. Fuck. I don't think I have any mods in chat at the moment. I should probably open up for modding positions. It was a few decades ago when we watched the coffee enema Starky. Listen, I'm easily distracted. Being bad coffee, what the fuck happened to Tim Hortons coffee? My understanding is that Tim Hortons got bought out by Burger King, and that's when their coffee started getting terrible. Oh darn, I guess I have to text Chaos. I really do need at some point potentially just add more mods. Prime Energy got targeted for being unsafe, having 200 milligrams of caffeine per serving. The Panera Lemonade is 390. Christ. Did you just go to your local cafe, order an espresso, and then put the coffee in the enema and squat? I should have learned my lesson by this point. There is never a reason to read chat. No reason whatsoever. I'm sure there's like ratios for like optimal like slime, like, you know, slime ratios. I saw a video about this. The max safe amount of caffeine per day is 400 milligrams. What's up, Chris?
Starky, I've trapped myself in a jar. Help.
No. Why would I help you? Look, have you seen the Caverns of Ixalan Gods? They're cool. I have. They're definitely super fun designs. All right, did the honey ones get? Yes, the honey ones got fluttered. Perfect. Help Chris. He got himself into the jar. He can get himself out of the jar. I know some Japanese, Ohio. Careful. Also, a hot take, Chipotle is absolute trash and they refuse to season their food. Chipotle, okay, so it depends on A, the Chipotle you go to, and B, if that Chipotle is got like a good, you know, like actually good ingredients. Because I definitely have had some Chipotle where it's fucking disgusting, and I'm like, I literally cannot finish this burrito. But there are times I've gone to Chipotle and I'm like, this is maybe one of the best burritos I've ever had. I'm sorry, but if you can't get out of the jar, you're going to take you to the shelf of shame. Or my taste is not as perfect as I think Wendy's is peak. Okay. Wendy's tastes good for what it is. Wendy's is kind of, in my opinion, nowadays what McDonald's used to be. It's relatively cheap and it tastes relatively good. You're safe from new quotes for now. Excellent. I am free. I can say whatever stupid shit I want. I got nothing stupid to say at the moment, unfortunately. I leave for one day to go climbing with friends before going to see Chai and climb with them, and y'all go haywire, shaking my heads, jizz jars. Hi, Chaos. Listen, it's Papa's fault. He's the one who rated it. I might have enabled chat, but like, he's the one that caused this.
What does this button do?
Okay, well, you know what? This is a fair button press.
Please, do not push the button.
This is
You
fair.
have no
I deserve
idea
this.
Bananas.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Feel free to rotate the bananas. I still do not know why this video exists.
Can you feel it?
I think this might be based off of the Tumblr text.
You okay?
Who are you to accuse me?
Are you okay? Who are you to accuse me? Can you feel the bananas rotate? The bananas, they do be rotating. I'll send you the clips later, Chaos. No! You cannot show him my shame. You're stuck with this owlbear now. Problem brought me here, so I shall not leave. Excellent. As much shit as I give my chat, I love y'all to bits. God damn it, I'll go get the Demoness cookie and send him on his way. But also, like, it's one of those things where it's like, largely I don't have too many people in chat at any given time. Usually because I do have a decent number of lurkers. So in other words, you're a tsundere. This is an unsettling music to play to my fucking mental breakdown. You're not wrong, but you're also not right? I'm trapped in a hell of my own creation. Also, if you just topped in, the time loop is a redeem that plays Coconut Mall, but it never starts, but there's a 1 in 13 chance we escape. I should just make a time loop command that explains what the time loop's deal is. If glad to tune today, been fire fun chilling here. I'm glad. Hopefully you've actually, it's actually like been chill hours. Because you know, the energy spikes with raids, but also I do try to, like, you know, it's like chill with the occasional extremely cursed moments. Is like the vibe I go for, I guess. That's a lot of spinning EVs. Can we put time loop in the jar? That seems like a dangerous thing to put on the market. Time loop in a jar. Oh shit, no, you're building a tower, you're building the pyramid of EVs. That's just jam. We're in vibe hours as Coconut Mall plays over. I've been fun to participate in the mix of cursed and chill. It's like if you put chill and cursed in a jar and left it on a radiator. I swear to God. Oh, we're free. Thank fuck. Yeah, the longest time we've ever had was 79 iterations. And my fucking will to live was depleted by the end of that. Never again. Oh, you guys got so many fucking plorts, goddamn. You need to consider making some, like, plort storage or whatever. Or, like, maybe I can make a market. I need to see what it takes to craft one of those, like, market things. Just so I can speed up this section. And now, presumably, the other section, because I've unlocked that as well. The same amount of states that are in the US say Delaware does not exist. I mean, to be fair, for a lot of things, DC is weirdly, like DC is technically part of Maryland, but also, like, it doesn't exist in its own thing. Okay, back to climbing, have fun, be safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do. That's a very, very short list. Bye, Chaos. I don't know if that's a self-burn or not. My brain's too tired to figure out the logistics of that. Was this the game that got the most iterations? Was it Bear and Breakfast? Fucking, the game that got the most iterations was fucking Mortician's Assistant, the mortuary assistant. I was stuck on I was like, okay, the time loop's gonna end any moment now, and it continued to go on for another 8 minutes while I'm stalling for time trying to figure out what to talk about, because I don't want the time loop to be going on while I'm trying to play a horror game. Oh god. We have storage for plorts that you can take with you, portable storage. I might have too many of those slimes in there now. That may be a problem. "69 time loop when?" I think at that one we end up going for like 73 iterations. It is possible to hit a 69 time loop though. It's just like sub 1%, I'm pretty sure. there's like a, you know, there's like auto calculators online because it's just a geometric calculation. 72? Okay. That was it. My memory, my brain is failing me a little bit. This is we're now officially at the part of the stream where like my brain's just like, yeah, what if gua, and then I just gua for an hour. Higher brain function has ceased. We are in gua hours. Gua. So-called free thinkers win gua. Gua. Exactly. Why if gua? Why gua when not gua? Gua. So I should probably check to see what I need for the permanent upgrades. Gua. Okay, I can't get more energy. Gua. Oh, I can actually just make this. Let's go. Yes. Perfect. We need ringtail plorts, rock plorts, and silky sand. Gua. For that. For this, we need lava dust, hunter plorts, crystal plorts. Salvage 20% of your vac tank's contents upon accidental encounters with the slime sea or following other forms of health loss. That's a handy upgrade, considering how many times I've taken a dip in the slime sea. I can sprint for a while now. Goddamn. Water lettuce. That's a lot of plorts I gotta sell. It's too many. I might be overstocking these corrals, I think. Destroying your economy? Just a bit. Just flooding the economy with plorts. The economy is crashes. You know, I'm sure, you know, water lettuce. Definitely me when the economy crashes. It's basically just me right now. All right, grab the tabby and the cotton quartz. Go ahead and get these guys boost so they stop trying to fucking riot. Wait, let me grab a meme. We destroy the Canadian housing market and then put it in a chart. See where the conspiracy theorist at Walmart was right. Alright. Walmart is kind of like a jar. Is there anything that isn't like a jar? We can... that might be dangerous questions. This is like the fucking, the Stanley Parable, like, DLC where they're like, is this a bucket? And the answer is yes, everything is a bucket and nothing is a bucket. I was waiting for an interview at another grocery store, and the dude working there was telling people checking out how their money would be useless in 1 year because crypto will be the world currency. Oh, Christ! I can't wait for the next rug pull coin. Most cursed info we all got today is that we put dead people in jars when we cremate them. There, it's in the meme channels. Hold up. Okay, we're checking the meme channel real quick. Memes. What is this? Salaryman, the Get ready to row battle. Row battlefield. Woods salaryman. The economy still looks bad. What the fuck is that image? It's also telling them that's the sign of the end of times. You know, people are always predicting the end of times. I don't know. The Times magazine seems like it's got at least a couple decades still in it. Metabots for GBA. Interesting. I'm gonna get so much fucking money, but also I need to figure out what I'm doing with this money. I should probably look into investing in some of those fucking market ports. I don't think we have the way to automate the bees yet. Because in the first game, you can automate a lot of this stuff with just bees. You just gotta water the bees once a day and they automatically do their thing. We are approaching the 5 digits, though. It's a good sign. Water bees. Bees are insects. But what if they were fish? That sounds like a fucking... That sounds like the title of, like... oh, fuck, what... Shoot, my brain is... LinkedIn or BuzzFeed article or whatever. It's what if bees were fish? Or, like, that's gonna be the, like, new thing to replace the bees. Beesh. Definitely be when beige. I need both of these crystal and rock quartz in the whatever. Kind of a beesh. Language. Getting stung by a bee fish. Trying to get that water honey. What would the Disney princesses be like if they were bees or fish? And is your favorite bee or is your favorite a bee or a fish? You see, it's not that hard. See how hard it is to be a BuzzFeed article. You have to come up with truly regrettably ridiculous article ideas like that. You have to sell your brain cells to Satan for a corn chip. I think Ariel would be a bee. What about you, chat? If you had to choose between bee or fish, which one would you choose? I don't know what this arbitrary distinction is, but I think I would be a bee. Which HBO character are you, bee or fish? Depends. There will be no further explanation. Bee or fish? Your life depends on this answer. I think if that's the third type of creature, bird. Bee, me, bee. It makes sense that the yellow dart would be a bee. Getting hired for BuzzFeed, like how often do your intrusive thoughts leak out? Yes, you got the job. Oh, come on, James. I was glad to have you. Bees get to cast Final Sting, my favorite blue mage spell, because you die when you cast it. Once again, I am condemned by the fact that I've never played a Final Fantasy game. Let me go get shit out for James Jars, who is a little burb tuber. Oh, come back here. Wait a minute, BuzzFeed is BuzzFeed owned by bees? Our BuzzFeed is trying to forward their bee propaganda. Starky ignoring the jars finally. I swear to God. Find what kind of worm your boyfriend will turn into. I hate that that's actually a really fucking funny article idea. Honey, would you still love me if I were a worm? Okay. Warp deck. Yellow horn portal. Hello? Refinery link. Pink warp depot. Set of 2 gadgets that allow you to remotely transfer resources between 2 ports. Okay, I need jellystone for the refinery link. I need jellystone for everything, basically. Spring pad. Launches anything that touches it straight into the air. Okay. It's also a tone that a curious bell will calm the anger of any feral slimes that hear it. The answer is no. The ADHD is strong tonight. Just a touch. You're doing a good job avoiding the jar comments, so go get a cookie from the cookie jar. Shoot, you're avoiding jars, so I'm no cookie for you. Unfortunate, but sacrifices must be made. Thank you for the pets and the bonk. Yeah, the ADHD is a little strong tonight. I'm currently... Oh god, there's so much dialogue I have to completely skip over. The game is not finished yet. I will read the finished dialogue when the game comes out. I returned. Hope you're doing well. We're doing all right. All right, perfect. We have completed the dialogue. Time for me to, I guess, just buy all of the space. We got so much money. Ooh, this is a fun place. Look at these mushrooms. And these caves, all just vibing about. All right, where's the fucking treasure? I'm currently melting day. It's 107 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney. Christ! That's fucking awful. You brought land something Canadians can only dream of these days. Just move to Ireland. They're trying to get people to live on their like islands, like to be part of their small island communities, which actually sounds incredibly charming and delightful. If I, you know. Oh wait, I can actually see I can see my thing over here. FPS got fucked. It looks like I dropped a couple frames, but gotta love the like fucking existential dread that is forgetting that, oh wait, because OBS changed the fucking way that the thing is laid out. So there's no longer like a red, like massive red fuck off button that like is just appearing threateningly in my vision to tell me like, hey, you're dropping frames. Become a Scottish lord and buy a single square foot of land for like $1,000. Oh yeah, the whatever titles or whatever. Didn't that turn out to be like a huge scam? Or like they were promising land they couldn't actually like they didn't have ownership of. I don't remember. I don't want to do self call out of asking if the frames are dropping. The frames are not dropping right now. But also, my fucking will to live is broken by my ISP. I like the place where I currently live. I just fucking wish I could get better internet here. Because it's, like, fine for, like, people who don't stream. But if you stream, it's not great. It's, like, just good enough where, like, I can stream. But beyond that, it's, like, I can't really do the streaming. I could, like, my computer's powerful enough where I could probably stream at, like, 4K, like, 60 FPS. Like, comfortably. But my ISP cannot handle that even remotely. Aren't the Irish super homophobic, or am I misinformed? I don't think so. Someone didn't place the hitboxes properly. They're gonna write that down on the note. That's gonna be a deduction from your final grade.
Please, do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
Oh god, we got the longest one. Quickly, can I just my extended use my only option. They've been okay for the most part, but I literally don't have internet for like all of February because they're awful. They're my only choice. Yeah. Feels real fucking real bad, unfortunately. What blows my mind is this actually is the scene in the actual anime. This is the actual full fucking scene. 16th of November 2015, same-sex couples can legally get married in Ireland. It's kind of the unfortunate reality of being gay, is there's always going to be shades that are trying to, like, you know, cause problems. It's a good scene. I thought it was like a dub over, but no, that's just how the scene plays out. I need to actually watch FMA at some point, which I know is gonna like, you know, start like everyone in the chat's gonna at me and be like, "What do you mean you haven't already seen FMA?" Wait, are these guys already fucking... FMA is so good. It really... Jesus, fuck. That's a lot of, We got, maybe I should get rid of some of these slimes. I might have too many slimes. I only watched a few episodes of the original when they aired it on Open TV. FMA is a good anime. I'm beginning to think FMA might be a good anime. Not sure though. Might need some more time. Might need to let that stew for a bit. Actually, one thing that I definitely should have, if I can get this 2 jellystone, I'd be able to like harvest things out in the fields and then place that down and then send them to the refinery. I only read the manga. I have the whole manga. I'm lucky that my friend actually has the whole One Piece manga, so I was able to read it in just the course of like a month, by like a couple months by reading it an hour a night. Because otherwise, I don't think I'd be able to get through all of One Piece. It is a very, very good, very, very long story. And having a piece of physical media definitely helped me push through. My fucking heart sank into my stomach with that jump. I was really expecting to fall into the ocean again. What is this? Hello? This is new. I think. At least I don't remember this being here. Weird. Keep not looking at how much energy you have left. I just assume I have enough energy, and that's a bad assumption. Cooking plans for the weekends? Any interesting recipes? This weekend I'm trying to go for a chicken tikka masala. I do have this weekend's like more of a light, you know, like I don't really have a whole lot planned, so I'm gonna be trying to rest up, because God knows I fucking need it. But yeah, so gonna try to cook up some chicken tikka masala in a slow cooker. And then, I got things, on, shoot, what is it called? I'm going to a, like, concert for my friends who are learning the violin. And that's gonna be tomorrow, so. Tomorrow's probably just gonna be food prep, and then Sunday's gonna be, like, all of the cooking, and then, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna go hang out with friends and watch them play violin. Oh, I didn't take any photos of what I cooked 2 days ago. You're not having a... You keep not looking how much... Oh, that was the thing you already typed. If you ever wonder why I need breaks for energy, gestures vaguely towards the fact that I cannot get a sentence out at times. I'm just... Like, I feel like we're now in the stage of, like, capitalism where it's just perpetual burnout. Oh, fuck me. That reminds me of the thing that my friend told me yesterday that actually... Or it was Wednesday when I was hanging out with them. That fucking destroyed my brain. Because, you know, suffering from ADHD, there's a lot of shit that I just take for granted that I just assume, like, people are better at. Like, that, like, you know, people are just, you know, better at, like, taking care of their lives or whatever. And, like, that's not me, like, it's me struggling because I'm just, you know, not trying hard enough. The one thing they fucking said was something along the lines of, you're not being lazy if you're not having fun, and my fucking brain exploded. Or I was like, wait a fucking minute. Have I ever been lazy? Have I ever had fun? The fucking brain cells, it took so long for me to internalize and try and realize what it actually meant. All right, now I can grab anything as I need from out here. I can just immediately send them back. I don't get it. So, especially when you're 30s, it's a competition of who had the most chill, do nothing weekends. So, if you have ADHD, us with ADHD have a tendency to like, it's called executive dysfunction. Basically, the idea being that like our brain does not have enough of the reward like hormone serotonin or whatever, that like our brain just refuses to do shit. So there'll be times where it's like you're trying to get work done and your brain just refuses to fucking kickstart the work process. And so like, you'll find something to fill the time, but it won't make you happy. Like, it's like, so like ADHD people will like, hold off on like making any progress on an assignment or whatever, and they'll do something in the meantime. But in the back of their head, they'll be constantly stressed about like, hey, I should be working on this assignment. So it wasn't, they're not actually receiving any joy. They're not having fun by putting off their work. They're just perpetuating the stress because their brain refuses to actually initiate the work to actually get it done. As someone with, as my childhood doctor described as severe ADHD, it would be so cool if I could form basic habits. That's the fucking, that was one of the things that pissed me off, but I'm like, wait, normal people don't have to deal with this? Was like learning that like, for non-neurospicy people, they don't have to actively put thought into a habit. It's just like, oh, this happens. Their brain automatically like does the thing or whatever. I love having to make sure that I brush my teeth. Yeah, it's like for neurotypical people, that's not even a thought they have to think. It's like, did I brush my teeth? It's, yeah, of course I brush my teeth. That's a habit. And that fucking blows my mind. It actually, I got real fucking mad when I found that out, because I'm like, God, if only it were that fucking easy. The trials and tribulations of a neurospicy brain. Someone with ADHD, I didn't know that was my ADHD. It's because it's like I think one of the most damning things is that there's just so many stereotypes about ADHD people that aren't true. Plus, the ADHD medication is on what I would describe as a constant shortage due to FDA restrictions on manufacturing. Yeah, because fucking non-neurospicy people keep taking it and it keeps not working for them because, hey, it's not designed for them. This is as someone, yeah, there's profound frustration in my voice, hopefully. So I did laundry, sorting and folding it and putting it in separate locations was not part of the deal. Exactly. I have to look at the hour, see that it's late, and say I should brush my teeth when I leave the room. Oh yeah, it's every night it's like, okay, I'm settling in for bed. I need to do XYZ thing, which it requires like an hour to like settle in, make sure that my bed is warm, especially with fucking winter being what it is right now. And then before I go to bed, I have to be like, okay, take your medicine, go brush your teeth. Like that, those are the things I need to do before I go to bed. And there are definitely times where I've forgotten. There was one time where I forgot my fucking anti-anxiety meds 2 days in a row. And if you've ever taken SSRIs, if you going off that spontaneously is like deeply unpleasant. It fucking sucks real bad if you accidentally cold turkey your SSRIs. Upside down, if you need something to stay lost, just give it to someone with ADHD, and 3 states over. ADHD medication has the special effect of tricking your body into thinking you no longer need food or sleep. Yeah, that's hyperfocus for you. Where it's just like, well, I'm doing a thing. I will continue to do this thing for the next like 10 hours, or until my body refuses to do it. And you'd look like that. All right. There's gotta be something at the top of this mountain, right? I always forget to take my weekly vitamin D because I keep no reminders. Oh yeah, I definitely forget. I think vitamins are the things that I forget to take the most. Because I'm supposed to take those with like lunch. I have like 3 vitamins I need to take for, you know, a variety of reasons. Also vitamin D being one of them, because I think like 97% of at least Americans are like vitamin D deficient, which yeah, checks out. Like, for example, I've been hyper focusing on Fortnite and I'm level 57 on the pass. The pass came out 5 days ago at most. I recently got re-interested in Factorio, and I definitely lost at least 2 days to Factorio of being like, yeah, okay, I'll take my ADHD meds and then play Factorio while I wait for them to kick in. Oh god, it's 7 o'clock. What the fuck happened? Oh, this is a, like, really pretty advanced base. I lost fucking 16 hours of work to do this. It's so frustrating. So I'm only level 16. I'm literally playing Fortnite right now. Hell yeah. I will say it's a very nice feeling to know that like to know that you're the thing, like you're the content creator people put on when they're doing something else, like whether it be eating food or playing video games. Because it's just pleasant. It's just like it makes you feel like people appreciate the cozy vibes here, which, you know, I do try to make them comfy and cozy. That. Yeah, also got you on while playing Fortnite. I guess everyone's trying to get the hunky tiger man, or the hunky lion man. Tiger? I think it's a tiger. I don't know. Everyone's trying to get the max level battle pass for that guy, right? Every fixations are fun. It's like, wow, 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I only care about learning every single thing about Resident Evil lore. Ain't it great? Ain't it just the best feeling of all time? I've only tuned into Twitch in May. I've been a very interesting perspective to hear everyone's stories about their experience with neurodivergence as someone who's clueless about it. Are you the legendary neurotypical person that exists? I've got my Tiger Man already. I'm working toward Peter now. Tiger is early in the past. Okay. And after those weeks, I could not get less vicious about Resident Evil. I used to take Vyvanse for my ADHD when I was in school, but I stopped taking it because I removed my emotions and made me feel like a robot. Yeah, that's definitely that was my experience with because when I was first started taking ADHD, like you know, Adderall. They gave me like a variety of doses. They're like, take how much and see like at what point you start feeling weird. And definitely I took 15 milligrams once and then went to school and lost that entire day. I could not tell you what happened. I was just zoned out of my fucking gourd. I class myself as beige in real life, as absolutely average. Okay. To be fair, there's value in being average. You know, you don't got to deal with the shit. You know, some of the shit we have to go through. God knows being tall is enough of a pain in the ass already. Adding neurospice on top of that is just fucking like, ugh. But we live. We live and survive. I took Concerta, but due to the shortages, I can't consistently get enough of it for it to get past the hell that is the first few days of being on ADHD meds. They also could be the largest dose. If I have ADHD, it's undiagnosed, and I have no idea how I would handle it as an adult. In terms of coping / managing with undiagnosed ADHD, honestly, caffeine's your best bet. The major, so like the my go-to, like, if you're ADHD, this will be your experience. if you're ADHD, drinking caffeine, like, you'll either assume it does nothing for you, because that was my assumption when I was, you know, in high school and I had coffee and I was like, okay, you know, like I drink it for the taste, or like it because it makes, you know, makes my brain feel a little bit better. I don't necessarily drink it because it gives me energy, because it doesn't, because it's a stimulant, which is what it's what ADHD people need to function. So like, caffeine is low-key like one of the better ways of like self-medicating if you know, if you have ADHD, which comes with the add effect of like it's not habit forming. So it's not like, you know, you're screwing yourself by drinking a bunch of coffee. You're just gonna have like really bad caffeine headaches or whatever if you do decide to stop. Dumb question is finding stuff like flour and powdered sugar extremely uncomfortable to watch, or uncomfortable to touch due to the feeling of having it shake off that feeling is an ADHD thing. Okay. One of the I feel like one of the more important decisions that's been made somewhat recently is that there's a lot of, you know, there's a high level of comorbidity, which is basically a fancy word of saying that if you have one, you're really likely to have the other. If you have ADHD, you're really likely to have autism, and the opposite is true. If you have autism, you're likely to also have ADHD, which has a lot of doctors thinking that ADHD isn't its own thing, but it's just another kind of branch of the autism spectrum. So it's entirely possible that if you have just diagnosed with ADHD, you're much more likely to also be somewhere on the ASD spectrum. Like you're more likely to be somewhere on the autism spectrum, and just not, you know, not in any way like it's difficult to get an autism diagnosis unless you are profoundly autistic. That's really interesting. It's really cool, and also I think it just goes to show the difference, like, because it's all, you know, it goes to show like the profound level of like, no, you know, autism is not in any way like a disability. It's just a different way of functioning. At least until you get to like, you know, the profoundly like low functioning autism spectrum, at which point that one's, you know, that one would probably be considered understandably a disability. Oh, fuck me, hell yeah, I can. Hyperlink. But yeah, so if you have ADHD, it's entirely possible that you do have like those autism symptoms as well. Like, for example, in my experience with, you know, because there's some things that I with the benefit of hindsight, I now know are like classically, like, you know, symptoms of classical they're symptoms of classical autism. You know, not understanding figurative language. Definitely information overload. I definitely remember having low-key anxiety. Okay, so when I was in elementary school, they had like all of the elementary school kids like show up for a middle school band practice or whatever, so that way that like middle schoolers could get used to performing in front of an audience. I remember as a kid fucking dreading those days, to the point where I would get anxiety attacks on the way, because I genuinely, like, it was so loud and there was no escape from it. I have a heavy suspicion that I'm on the autism spectrum, but I've not gotten an official diagnosis because I've seen you can lose rights unfairly. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, getting the autism diagnosis nowadays is probably more harmful than good, as long as you're able to cope with dealing with it, you know, without, like, because there are medications that can help, but you're also dealing with a substantial amount of like stigma attached with autism, unfortunately. So it's you know, it is unfortunately a bit of a mixed bag there. Yeah, like certain textures are very, very unpleasant for me. Specifically, it's weird because like one of my really like one of my textured, you know, dislikes is just paper. It's just like, I don't like the feeling of really like printer paper or like smooth paper, especially after I've like washed my hands, or if it's like really dry and like my hands are like you know, it's just like it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It just feels so deeply unpleasant, and like I don't know how to like, you know, the feeling of oily hands is torture. Exactly, fucking exactly. Oily hands, and then you touch paper. It's like someone actually has stabbed me. I react very, very strongly and very negatively to that experience. I hate rough shirts. Oh, that's also like, you know, a lot. That's like another thing that's like commonly shared amongst, like, that's a symptom of early ADHD as well as autism, is just disliking like textures. Like, I can't do jeans. I find jeans to be profoundly uncomfortable. I will wear jeans as part of an outfit if I think it makes them look extra nice, but like I'm not gonna actively wear jeans, you know, of my own volition if I'm just doing something that I want to be comfortable doing, because the texture of them is just unpleasant. I'm the person who eats fries with a fork. I mean that can be due to a lot of things. Yeah, because there's also, it's just like the stigma around autism, but also the like the active hostility from a lot of medical professionals towards autism diagnoses is pretty rough. Getting an autism diagnosis is very, very like it's very much like cut and dry. Like, do you have these symptoms, which would be the level of, you know, autism that is profound and like it makes someone struggle to function. Like that's the level of autism you have to have before like you're likely to get a diagnosis from any medical professional. To the point where like there's a lot of like autism tests online, and if you like, you know, are somewhere in the autism spectrum on that, a golden throwing monument to all chicken kind. If you take a couple of those and like you're consistently scoring like high enough that you'd be considered autistic, you probably have done a more thorough job of analyzing your own like neurological condition than most doctors will do before like actually diagnosing you. Which is why like at the very least I you know, I'm comfortable saying I'm neurospicy because I'm definitely ADHD. But beyond that, you know, there's probably also some additional spice added. It's just, I think it's because all of this happened because I got on TikTok, honestly. I was going to say a hot take. In my opinion, the internet community as a whole is not kind of neurodiverse people. In my opinion, it always feels like you'll find places that use autistic as an insult, that place they provide actual support to this. Yeah, it's just a weird level of hostility that I you know, it's hard enough already to function. Why do people got to be a dick about it? All have autism tests and they also have on the spectrum online. Yeah. And so it's one of those things where it's like take that as like basically evidence to be like, okay, like it's like validation more than anything, because more or less there's nothing that you can really do to cope with it that won't fuck up your life. Like there's no official paperwork that will make your life easier, because we just live in a society that is so genuinely hostile to neurodivergence. Welcome, Kasipa. Glad to have you. But like, also just acknowledge the fact that there's validation there, but also like you by like researching this stuff, you can learn neurodivergence talks. Yep, we are deep in the midst of it. Like if you look at like resources about like, you know, autistic behavior and like how to cope with it, or like, you know, how professionals like, you know, coping techniques or stuff like that, there's a lot of value added from the internet in terms of like just making it easier. It's all about finding the right communities. And trust me, there's a lot of people on TikTok that are, there is neurodivergence TikTok, or like neurospicy TikTok, that has been an absolute fucking godsend and has made me feel so much better about myself as an adult. Like the amount of times I've heard someone say something like, take your, oh gosh, as a way to demean people, and had to fight back the urge to call them out for their comments. Not because I want to paint my target myself as way high. It is, I think, an unfortunate reality that there's always going to be shitty people, like regardless of where you go. And it's all just about minimizing contact with shitty people like that. It's just to say like, no, you're not worth my time. You're not worth my attention. Bye. And then you just fucking leave, because you're not going to change their mind, unfortunately. You're not, you know. Same TikTok helped me learn. Yeah, like seriously, Neurospicy TikTok is like one of the best resources in terms of like finding ways to help manage and mitigate like the difficulties of undiagnosed ASD. There's always gonna be shitty people. There's night places like here that can be filled with nice people. Exactly. Exactly. It's always about finding those like locations that are full of people that are going to treat you properly. You know, there's a lot of places on the internet, and some places just aren't worth being. Now, and so it's all about finding the places that respect you as an individual and that make you feel like that either make you feel better or give you the resources to feel better as a person. This day I had my progress untangling anxiety from ADHD problems. Yeah, because that also is a comorbidity. Is if you have ADHD, you almost certainly also have anxiety and or depression. It's the fucking it's the trifecta. It turns out sometimes the brain just don't fucking work, and it's frustrating as shit when it don't. At this point, I'm just like wandering around. Maybe I should get some chickens. I'm gonna try to get as many chickens as possible. See if I can pop that one angler Gordo. No, big head, no thoughts. Exactly. Which does, honestly, it kind of contributes to the joke about the stereotype of like the furries that are like hyper focused or like super intelligent in one specific field, that are also the like but yeah, like their fantasies are about becoming like, you know, big dumb head empty gnoll or like orc or puppy or whatever. Autism to OCD and ADHD things to anxiety and depression, also a sleeping disorder. It wouldn't surprise me if I have undiagnosed OCD. Because my brother has diagnosed ACD and I have all the same shit going on with him. They had to deal with several important emails that are currently giving me anxiety over due to not getting a response yet. I don't want a response because of the anxiety of having to deal with the emails. Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation for sure. Is there a chicken around here? Oh, fuck me, that's right, there's you. We eat vegetables. Vegetal. I don't have any vegetal to feed you, unfortunately. Oh, okay. That was spooky. Random question. Does anyone else keep passing their hands on the keyboard keys or pressing them because it felt a certain way in your fingertips and now you gotta keep doing it until it calms down? Interesting. That might be another form of stimming, which is I'm by no means a neurologist, so I'm more or less conveying my understanding of what stimming is. Stimming seems to just be like a way for neurospicy people to like, because it's I think stimming is short for like stimulus seeking behavior, which is like the classic example and the one that I relate to the strongest is when I was in high school and in like elementary school, you know, grabbing a pencil or whatever and stabbing like, you know, the like big pink erasers, just like pushing the pencil tip into the eraser, as like apparently that's like a very classical form of sensory seeking behavior, because it's, you know, it's your brain's trying to is seeking some kind of, you know, some kind of stimulus. It's seeking like, you know, behavior, like things. I trace symmetric patterns all the time with my hands, feet, and or eyes. Likely a form of stimming, or just a version of Neurospace that requires specific textural type thing. A little stimming cheat code, get a contact juggling ball, they're amazing to mess with. And then you can show it off at parties. It can be a little party trick. Fuck, maybe that's why the Fushigi stuff was so appealing to me as a kid. I always saw the commercials for like the Fushigi ball. It's so cool, you contact juggling. And and maybe now I'm realizing, wait, maybe I just really like the idea of like that sensory stimulating. Once you start noticing shit like that, it's like your entire fucking life has been thrown upside down. Once you acknowledge the possibility that you might be neurospicy and that there's like these things. Fushigi, the magic gravity well, exactly. It literally makes me take longer to write things sometimes. It's... No. If there's one good thing that there are communities out like around that are supportive and help you figure out this kind of stuff. The early fidget spinner era, yeah. That, you know, that's actually like a pretty good example of a sensory seeking behavior, like holding those fidget spinners. Things that always affect the hands for no reasons. Let me actually go ahead and see, am I in the right location for the... Is the anglerfish guy down here? Hello? I don't remember where the anglerfish Gordo is. Oh, here it is. Yes, I'm in the wrong area. Fuck me. All right, let me out. But yeah, it's kind of incredible the things you realize when, like, you have resources that make you realize, like, no, you're not like doing a bad job. You're just living in a society that has in no way like prepared for your existence. Fundamentally, that's like the long and short. Hold the fuck up. Are nervous tics related to ADHD? I don't know if they're related to ADHD. I definitely know that I think they're related because they're also in that, like, oh shoot, what's the fucking, oh god, I can't remember the name for the situation where it's like a combination of like ADHD symptoms. It's what is that called? It's like the stereotype of the condition is that they spontaneously swear. I can't remember what that's called. It's not coming to my brain at the moment. You ever think your brain doesn't just change tracks? It does multi-track drifting. Oh yeah, it's actually reminded me. All this talk about like neurospicy TikTok has reminded me of, because there's this thing I did a lot as a kid, and it's part of why like I can actually talk about stuff on stream like real easily. There's this thing called dolphining, which is where, it's where like ADHD kids will like talk about something and then they'll apparently go completely hard on a tangent, like that seems unrelated. Apparently that's called dolphining because the idea is that, like, you know, it's like your ADHD kids are like a dolphin with their brains, where they're like, oh yeah, like they're connecting dots. So like, you know, if you start talking, it's like the thing we did, collectively did earlier, with oh shoot, like Star Wars to Jar Jar Binks, and then into talking about jars. Imagine if you're talking about Star Wars and then like without the Jar Jar Binks thing, you just start talking about jars, and like to neurotypical people that seems like you've got something going on. And I got that a lot as a kid. I did that a lot as a kid, where I would dolphin real fucking hard and I would just completely change the subject out of nowhere. So I've gotten in the habit of explaining my entire thought processes when I want to change the subject to something in particular. I went through a variety of them when I was 8 or something. Only one never leaves me as blinking tick. Interesting. But yeah, like when I learned that there was a fucking term for that, I actually lost my mind because it was like such a like, yeah, no, I know exactly what's going on, and like I've taken steps to help mitigate issues with people who probably don't understand what's going on. But like the fact that there's just a term for it made me feel a lot better, because it's like I'm not experiencing this like alone. There are other people who are experiencing that same thing, and like who probably have like that same validation seeking behavior. But yeah, apparently it's called dolphining because it's like you're diving into like your mind pool, and then you pop up somewhere else. I think the shirt's in the hydrate. So for like apparently non-neurospicy people, I don't think I talk enough to make people suffer through my tangents my mind takes. So for like non-neurospicy people, it probably seems like, oh, you're changing the subject out of nowhere because they're very surface level brain. There's no there's no like, you know, hidden depths, or that's not necessarily fair, but in this analogy, that's more or less what's kind of being implied. Is that like, I know I can go for quite a while about mixology, just deeply passionate about it, but I can go on about it for a while. Yeah, that's like, you know, there's hyperfixations. That's also like probably something that is like another, you know, handshake point between ADHD and you know, ASD is having hyperfixations that they get really into. You only think service level derogatory. Exactly. That's not really what I mean, but it is more or less what I said. And this way. Down there. I wish the teacher got that I needed to learn how to appropriately change a topic rather than insist I should lock onto a topic and always bring out everything back to said topic. Yeah, because like that's also not really how humans communicate. It's like there's naturally an ebb and flow in conversation that like you know, at some point the conversation is going to dip and then you find like another topic. That's how human communication is, even for like neurospicy folks. But like, because it's not really understanding of the underlying reason why neurospicy folks do what they do, it's just like, okay, well, just stay on the same topic at all times. Do not let the topic change. Every day the thread in my mind keeping me from going all out and buying an entire mixology set with a ton of ingredients to make drinks with which grows weaker and weaker. One day that thread will break and I will spend $200 on it. And then in classic neurotypical fashion, you'll use it for like 2 weeks and be super into it, and then boom, out of nowhere, all of your interest disappears. No, I'm not bitter. Friends. It's just the way neurospicy brains work. It's fascinating, honestly. I think mixology might be a neurospicy interest for me because it's never really gone away. Honestly, that's a great feeling when you find out the stuff that you're like, you know, the stuff that actually like stays. The special interests that actually stay and don't just disappear out of nowhere. Son of a bitch. I mean, it's gotta be so close to fucking popping. There's a lot of overlap between being LGBTQA+ or being a furry if you're autistic, apparently. Oh, for sure. Son of a bitch. It's the strange thing of people want everyone to talk like it's an academic essay when humans actually talk like it's a YouTube essay. Yeah. Oh, here you are. There's tars around here somewhere. I can't see them though, so they do not affect me. Come on, over here. Get in the... Perfect, exactly enough. Well, that's handy. Hey, game, where the fuck... Okay, there they are. Just like, hey, sure are playing the tar music. I don't see any of them, though. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I honestly wonder if, I wonder if there's maybe some tie between neurodivergence and LGBT. Or maybe there's like, maybe it's just because like the communities that are so accepting of neurodivergent people also happen to be just full of queer people that like it ends up being a, like it just ends up being a, like neurodivergent people are introduced more towards non-traditional relationships. Sometimes after Dolphin, I literally hit the rewind on the entire conversation to get back to the point I made like an hour ago. Oh, I feel that. I do that shit all the time. Where I'm like, there's this one particular point I want to bring back, and then sometimes the conversation has entirely moved on. So I'm like, hey, sorry to stop the conversation. Rewind like 2 hours ago. This really important point I wanted to make. And then usually we just continue on afterwards. No, I need to go this way. And I go this way. Can. Perfect. Oh, yeah, no, when I learned that it was called dolphining, I was like, God damn it, there's a word for it, but also, yay, there's a word for it. Even chat have difficulty reminding you what the original topic was after a while. Yeah. Honestly, if you get, like, you know, if you hang out with enough ADHD people, as an ADHD person, eventually you get real good at being able to retrace a conversation. Like, that just becomes, like, a secondary skill. Which also leads to weird situations where I know what someone's gonna say before they say it. And I have to be like... I don't wanna, like, you know, interrupt them, but I know what they're gonna say. I'm just gonna finish a thought for them. Or just feels like how Twitch chat communicates. Basically, my entire fucking existence is suffering, apparently. All right, let me go and stick this stuff in here. Radiant ore. All right, go ahead and head back home, and then we'll probably wrap it up. We've been going for 3 hours. We got sidetracked a little bit in terms of like neurospicy talk, which I'm sure it's at least fascinating and/or, you know, revelatory for some people. God knows I felt real fucking seen when neurospicy TikTok started hitting me. Not even 2 hours. Well, that's because my fucking entire internet died and I had to restart the stream because Twitch refuses to connect at some point. All right, let me go ahead and save and quit. Just happy to vibe and it's interesting to learn about. Oh, for sure. Also, there's, like, if you're not neurospicy, there's value to be gained by just, like, you know, learning how neurospicy people work so that way you can better communicate. All right, let me go and move to the outro. And let's see who's live, so who can raid into. There we go. I have too many windows open. Too many of them. But yeah, I started at 6, or I started at 3, yeah, 6 like I normally do. The major thing was just that, my internet crapped out and completely died at one point, so... You could raid into a bird. Bird raid. This is someone who I actually... I'm friends with their friends. I've been meaning to interact with them a little bit. Alright, let's see. Yes, okay. I think we're trying to raid into Captain Ikarusa, who is a fellow burb. Very, very colorful one. And they seem super duper sweet. Learn how to communicate with your neurospicy Oshi. You're not wrong. What raid message? When in doubt, when I can't think of a raid message, we go with Blab Break. Nothing in particular springs to mind as being raid message worthy. Oh, fuck me. I think they're wrapping up just now. Okay. All right, find someone new. Save the stream. Shit. I think they're just wrapping up. No, we're not fucking raiding with that message. I swear to Christ. Yeah, I think Captain Ikarusa is just now wrapping up, unfortunately. Who the fuck do we raid into? Hugo? I think we're into Hugo. Hugo Stripes, they're a big lion. Or big tiger, sorry. I can never get those two straight in my head, I swear to God. He is currently playing Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. I'm going... Which is a game I actually want to play both of the Fear and Hunger games. Bite and Blast, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. But yeah, ignore that. Ignore that. No one sees that. My brain is so fucking gone. All right, there we go. Yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Chaos Curry Internet. Variety stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, we'll on occasion play games backed by your bigger corporations such as Spike Chunsoft, Nintendo, VR Chat, at some point in the future, as well as Beat Saber, when I get everything set up. But yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including when we'll be going live, YouTube God, my brain is broken. I'm so sorry. Twitter and Blue Sky are the place to be, at StarkyMorph on both platforms. Go give me a follow there if you happen to have them. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what all we've been up to. I have a Discord if you'd like to hop in there, say hi to all the sweet beans, see the first the sweet beans post. And I have a TikTok if you'd like to see edited content made myself as well as my editor Machio. My fucking brain is liquefied right now. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. But yeah, we're right into Hugo Stripes, who is a very, very sweet bean. I believe I've hung out with them a little bit with through DA, and yeah. Thank you everyone for being out to just chill here on a Friday, and just vibe and blast. All right, fucking fine. I guess. I love you guys. Why are you like this? Bourbon blast. Okay, wait, no, but that's a really good message. All right, love you guys. See you Monday for more Potionomics. Bye.